everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bulls will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that. 2nd down now after the sack. They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to... Oh, there's the ball! Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buffalo! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get...
Time to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He finds his man. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to go up top on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Ducks get it past the sticks.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Varner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it, forcing completions like that.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Gets rid of it. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires and picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Quick completion on the out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on fourth downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on fourth down.
Got his man quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got a man.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On second down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes the grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. But the kid's been everywhere all at once through two quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number one for that opposing sideline.
And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. Got a lot of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Now on second down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. Powers through the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bulls have taken it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Floating away. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense now setting up fourth.
The Bulls will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more...
Gonna let it fly. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, first down. They go to the draw.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at second and 8. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, give on the inside. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Thrust that arm out. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Now the play fake. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're working that left side. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And he's thrown another interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and mark.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. He makes the grab for the two, and he ties the game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on second down. Dances away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Durham. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in.
Oh, look out! He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. From the gun on third down. Got his man in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you really wanted that first down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go be positive.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. To the ground with the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.